Things are looking up. This is the song that was requested by Nicholas. It wasn't his first choice. Going to tell you a bit about that, which is will make you laugh at the end. And thank you, Nicholas, very, very much for both choices.
Thanks so much indeed.
And thanks to Alex for giving us the music for this Gershwin number.
Gershwin and Gershwin.
Gershwin and Gershwin. If I should suddenly start to sing or stand on my head or anything, don't think that I've lost my senses. It's just that my happiness finally commences. The long, long ages of dull despair are turning into thin air, and it seems that suddenly I've become the happiest man alive. Things are looking up. I've been looking the landscape over, and it's covered with four-leaf clover. Oh, things are looking up since love looked up at me. Bitter was my cup, but no more will I be the mourner, for I've certainly turned the corner. Oh, things are looking up since love looked up at me. See the sunbeams, everyone beams just because of you. Love's in session, and my depression is unmistakably through. Things are looking up. It's a great little world we live in. Oh, I'm happy as a pup since love looked up at me. I'm as happy as a pup since love looked up at me. So, Nicholas originally requested Gloomy Sunday in Hungarian, which I had to say, I answered and said, and he said, and if you'd rather not, then do Things Are Looking Up, which is marvelous because that's completely the other side of the coin. But I said, we have done Gloomy Sunday, not in Hungarian, not in English.
That's true.
In
so
French.
You should have half, or more than half, done what he asked
And you
for.
know what? In the process of sending him the link, I noticed that I had, even Homer nods, forgotten to put it on the
Terrible.
list. So when we said this is our 400th, this is our 600th, this is our 700th.
Right, I'm going to go and do it all again.
I was wrong, but in every case it was the 401st, the 601st, the 701st. So I'd forgotten to put that one on the list. I don't know why. It's also known as, and I'm not going to say the word because you get demonetized apparently, not that I'm going to make any money, but you're not supposed to. It'll restrict the visibility. If I say the nickname of Gloomy Sunday, it's known as the song. I don't know, maybe that's why it didn't make its way onto the list.
Oh, maybe you just decided not to.
For the protection of everyone. Well,
Maybe
we're going to put it in the description.
Maybe the computers
We're going to
took
put it
off.
up there. It's not a bad version. Well, anyway, we sent that
What's it called in French? Sombre dimanche.
Sombre dimanche.
So that's good.
And we did it a while back. Anyway, so I sent that to Nicholas and said, here's the one we did before. And then he seemed to like it because he wanted us to do Things Are Looking Up. So we're very happy to do either. I mean, I'd written out the transliteration of the Hungarian. It was on the way to doing it, but I really wanted to do this too because...
And at the end of the day...
It's nice.
You know,
Love it.
we love doing this. And you pay 40 British pounds on PayPal or equivalent in your local currency, which gives us a version such as this, which is great. And so it was a great choice.
It's a
Are
great
things
choice.
looking up for you?
Yes, indeed. Well, the weather's getting better. Presumably, hopefully, I wore
by
this
the time
bright
this goes
dress.
out, yeah.
I wore tango red from Besame on my lips to make this kind of pink. Well, and also Matthew Redman here. I do give him credit. You know, I give him a hard time. You know, but he really has earned something here in the way of recognition, because he took this piece, which was originally in this printed version.
Very Gershwin.
Very Gersh. Oh,
By that, it means that
Explain.
as opposed to the number of piano and vocal, such as the most common distribution of popular sheet music for many decades in the early 20th century, wasn't it? That people could play at home, right? So the idea was that not everybody was a virtuoso concert pianist. So the music would be kind of a bit sight readable with a little bit of work at the most.
Yeah.
But as you know, George
Able to be
Gershwin was
done.
quite good at playing the piano. And whilst his published sheet music for piano and voice were not to the extreme standard of what he would actually transcribe and play himself, they did have the essence in that, with all of these passing.
There's a lot of harmony on here.
And all the last one, I don't even managed it, but in the original key, anyway. Just bear with me, don't. So we got like all of that type of thing,
So
which you
the
might
verse-
think is fine in jazz, but the problem is the chord symbols, as we know them in later jazz of
right.
the mid-century Blue Note era and all, didn't really exist. They didn't get used because people wouldn't read them. They wouldn't know how to read them. So they wrote something similar, which was not even correct. So it's actually detrimental if you want to read what the actual music is.
When
It's
I
more
show,
like either or.
when I show a jazz person the music that I have, they usually
always
go
happened.
like, the chords do not
No.
match
No.
what's written out.
But anyway, so what Patricia's going to say is that it's written in a different key, a much higher key. Higher even key, now this is rare,
Yes.
than the original and first recording from which it was composed by Fred Astaire, which is one tone or one step lower than the
even
sheet
what
music.
we-
That's unusual.
Right. Yeah.
That's
so he
really
did
unusual.
it lower than this sheet music, but I just couldn't. Happy as a Pup sounded so unbelievably overwrought in this key. So he took pity on me, and he has really. I mean,
down quite a lot.
You see, it's made him yawn. It's
Sorry,
made him
I made
tired.
my brain tired. It's been
Literally,
hard work this afternoon.
just transcribing all of this in the first place for the guitar alone, but then transposing and transcribing at sight. This is really.
It's fine. No one cares. But what I would say is that
we need a thumbnail.
you know, George Gershwin,
I forgot to get one.
as we said many times, is on his own, and so is Ira Gershwin lyrically to some degree.
Oh, things are looking up. They're looking up, like that.
That's nice. Thanks again.
Thanks again, Nicholas, and
Everyone-
thank you to Alex Hassan,
Oh, Alex.
who provided
again.
the music.
Again, another
from his
person on his
amazing
own.
collection.
I mean, there's some people who have got tens of thousands of sheets for sure, and instrumental music. You know, what's it called? Library music for
Yeah.
salon orchestras,
Yeah.
orchestra parts, big bands.
Arrangements.
Yeah, they got that, but they've not got this many titles
No, he's amazing.
that I'm aware that he has
Beautiful
on-
PDF.
on that
Thank
side.
you. And if anybody wants to check out Alex's playing, where all this knowledge of interesting of this
How much
era
music
and what you
Well,
can
and-
do
and
with
other
it,
things,
and
clearly.
other
He knows
things,
about all
yeah,
sorts of
and
music.
his pianism, do go to Emerson Avenue Salons. It's an online salon, retro, very interesting, where you pay a little donation, and then you get to see these concerts, which are quite something. They're unlike anything you're going to go and see locally. So they really are worth visiting. Emerson Avenue Salons. You just Google it and go to
I really
past
hope some people
salons
go there.
and look for Alex Hassan.
I really hope people go there.
Yeah, no, do check it out if you're interested in this kind of music, and if you're here, you would enjoy it because there's a lot to explore, and people like Alex devote their lives to finding things out, and not just finding them out and not just preserving them, but reenacting them and embodying them. So, well done. So anyway, and thank you to Nicholas, without whom I would never have done this.
That's very true.
And I really loved it.
Everybody should go to patriciahammond.com/request and look at that huge long list. You'll see many Gershwin songs and other
And you'll see
such
Gloomy
on
Sunday.
there. And then you can check that out as well. See you
Dimanche.
later. Bye-bye.
Sombre.